Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Palawan journey episode 2. In this video, we are now in the world famous El Nido. And it's time to get moving because life here is active day and night. In this video, you will wander the streets of El Nido with us, taste the flavors of this place with us, and have fun with us in the bars at night. And of course, you will witness the failures of this place with us. Finally, most importantly, you will join El Nido's famous boat tours. I promise you that you will watch the Big Lagoon as if you were alive, swim with us, and canoe with us. In the end, if you are happy, I ask you to like my video and subscribe my channel. The purpose of my video has never been just to praise a place and show its good points. You should see all the realities of the places I visit in my videos and weigh the good and bad sides according to your own criteria. El Nido is a very good example of this. First, look at the condition of the most central streets. We are now in April, the peak tourist season, and there are many road excavations. Even the sidewalks are very narrow and cramped in this region. So if you are elderly or have difficulty walking, El Nido is definitely not for you. If you look at the details in the video, you will hardly see any elderly tourists. There are no taxis here, only tricycles provide fast and unsafe transportation. As a result, El Nido disappointed me in land life, apart from the magnificent natural beauties you will witness later. Whatever the circumstances, the excitement of discovering this famous holiday destination was overwhelming. The attractive ambience of tourists from all over the world made us walk a long way on these narrow and rough roads. El Nido is known primarily for its unique geography and boat trips, but its nightlife is just as vibrant and diverse. I think they cook different things on this barbecue, like meat and fish, and the smells are mixed together in this sweltering heat. Finally, we found ourselves on the shore of the sea, where we could breathe easy. After the chaos and noise of the streets, the sound of the waves felt good for a moment. But we couldn't stay here for long. We needed a place where we could have a drink and relax after exploring the streets a bit more. It turns out that this is where the real interest and excitement was, and I wanted to watch a little bit, but frankly, I didn't understand it. We finally found a cafe bar with tables on the beach in a quiet spot away from the chaos. Our first request was to sit outside facing the sea, but it was so hot that we tried to guess how long we could last outside. Prices in El Nido are slightly higher than in the Philippines. Of course, this is because it is the most popular vacation destination, along with Boracay. Finally, we couldn't stand the heat and went to the air-conditioned hall. In fact, this is how we witnessed the performance of the Filipino singer whose voice we liked so much. And this is the place we visited every evening after that and tasted delicious cocktails. And after breakfast at the hotel, a tricycle picked us up and brought us to a tour agency for the famous El Nido tours. We had chosen the tour A, and the kind hotel owner arranged it for us in advance. While waiting for the procedures to be done, I realized that I was seeing El Nido in daylight for the first time. After the registration process was over, we walked with a group of Chinese people to the tour area.
Did you pay already there? I think just only the mask.
It is now April. Perfect weather for the tour, no wind, no rain, but of course it's quite hot. Wow, what an amazing setting. Even the view we saw as we walked to the boats was a foreshadowing of what wonderful places we would see on the tour. El Nido tours are of 4 types, A, B, C, and D. You arrive at the distribution point by passing over the boats, and the boat belonging to your tour is shown to you. And we went to our boat belonging to the A tour. After taking our seats on our boat, I took a look at the people. There was a lovely group of middle-aged women from the Philippines, a group of young Chinese, a couple living in Switzerland, and this American guy who was alone.
Purpose of 5 destinations, so we're going to visit 5 destinations.
The tour guide briefs us on where to go and what to
purpose
look
of
out
7 Commando, Big Lagoon, Simiso, the place where you're having your lunch, or either Payong Payong, and then snorkeling area, and then Secret Lagoon. Okay, so we have 5 destinations. Big Lagoon is the main highlights of our tour.
The first stop of our tour was 7 Commando Beach with its magnificent nature. We were told that we could enjoy swimming on the completely sandy beach here. And we're about to land at 7 Commando Beach. Here the view of the beach and the surrounding trees was really picturesque.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, mate. Your stay.
From Turkey.
While we were planning to enjoy swimming at this beautiful beach, we were surprised by dozens of red jellyfish washed up on the shores. Although they are not poisonous, they can cause redness and itching when you come into contact with them. Watching out for jellyfish, we entered the sea and started to enjoy this wonderful water. While swimming, you enjoy not only the sea, but also the magnificent greenery around. I invite you to feel the beauty of the sea and the landscape. We took our seats on the boat to go to our next stop after 7 Commando Beach. As the journey progressed, I noticed that our group was quite cheerful and talkative. And we arrived at the Big Lagoon, the highlight of the tours, which proved to be a truly spectacular sight as soon as we arrived. The only way to get around the Big Lagoon is by kayaking. You can rent a canoe for a certain fee. If you are confident, you can rent it alone or with a friend, or if you are inexperienced, you can go with a guide. My Filipina girlfriend and I decided to go kayaking separately with guides because it was our first time here. And we preferred to focus not on kayaking, but on the beautiful views. Please look at the wonderful color of water. Once inside the lagoon, I was amazed to see that the colors here were exactly the same as in the videos I had seen before. Could these colors be real? It was as if I was immersed in a joke of colors through special filters. When you look at the people standing in the water, you realize that this section is no deeper than human height. On the way from Puerto Princesa to El Nido for 6 hours, the trouble I suffered on the road must have hit my back because sitting upright in the kayak made my back heavy. Realizing the situation, the Filipino guide found a solution I never expected. He tied me to the kayak with my girlfriend, got off himself, and suggested me to continue lying down. In other words, the guide paddling in front would carry both kayaks. Based on my 1-month trip to the Philippines, I can say that Filipino tourism workers are very helpful, practical, and responsible. Let me share some interesting information about El Nido's Big Lagoon, one of the most impressive natural wonders in the world. The Big Lagoon is famous for its crystal clear turquoise waters and towering limestone cliffs. The lagoon reaches depths of up to 30 meters in some places. And the water is so clear that you can see the corals and fish below while passing by on a boat. By the way, since I was the only one lying alone in the whole lagoon, I attracted a lot of attention. There were sweet exchanges of words. Now we came to a narrow passage between the rocks. Since the kayak I was in was not paddled, I would have to use my arms to avoid hitting the rocks as I swung left and right. So the time for lying comfortably in the kayak would be over. This was a very narrow area for a few canoes, and it was necessary to move in single file. Our guide was a young Filipino guy who was really good at his job, attentive and solution-oriented. After getting used to navigating the narrow passage, I admired this breathtaking section. I think this was the most breathtaking and exciting part of the lagoon. By the way, I realized that I was not the only one lounging in the kayak. And after about an hour of kayaking, we went back to our boat. The best time to visit is during the dry season from November to May. The Philippine government has protected the area and limits the number of daily visitors. Therefore, it's recommended to make reservations in advance. The lagoon also holds spiritual significance for local people. It was historically a safe harbor where fishermen would take shelter from storms, and it's still considered a sacred place by the local community. Let's watch this wonder of the world from high above. And it's time for lunch. Obviously, we were hungry after so much activity, and I wondered what was for lunch. But the food that was lined up was very satisfying. Chicken, fish, pork, shrimp, salad, mango, watermelon. Let me share an interesting incident that happened while we were eating. The American man on our tour threw the leftovers from his plate into the sea for the fish to eat. But as soon as he threw it, the boat staff reacted instantly and jumped into the sea and collected the leftovers one by one. The American man and I were shocked by this sight. There is a great sensitivity about protecting the sea in the Philippines. Even if it is natural waste for the fish, the penalty for throwing substances into the sea, especially in such protected areas, is very high. Our American man paid his fine by buying ice cream for everyone on the boat. Our next stop is Secret Lagoon. The entrance to this lagoon, which is impossible to see from the outside, will be quite painful because the water at the entrance is too shallow to swim and the bottom of the water is too hard and full of sharp stones to step on. Therefore, many people were able to enter the lagoon with the meticulous help of the staff. But once inside, we were in for a joyful time. In a stormy country like the Philippines, these lagoons are a great chance for sailors seeking shelter from the storms. Now, for a short while, I will leave you alone with the ambiance of our tour in Secret Lagoon. I am sure you will feel like you are here. first entrance, there are some fast food and cafe
Manila
style
Beach.
shops. But as we walked down to the beach, we realized that people were crowding in for the breathtaking sunset views. It's a truly mesmerizing place, both in terms of the scenery and the beauty of the beach and the sea, making it a very relaxing place. After having our last breakfast in El Nido and in this lovely hotel, Juan Dynasty, we waited for the tricycle to pick us up. This cute baby belongs to a Spanish couple, and they are the owners of this big 15 million peso house seen opposite. We are leaving El Nido, this world-famous tourist destination, with the beautiful farewell of these helpful, friendly people. Thank you for watching us. I would be happy if you could contribute by liking our video and subscribing to my channel. Goodbye, and see you in my other videos.